Welcome, I'm Addison.
I'm Sam.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Mark.
This is our podcast where we review shows, films, comics, whatever you want, and share our very, very hot takes, tepid takes on all that stuff. So welcome to the Tepid Take. Hello and welcome to the Tepid Take. Today we are looking at Dune, Dexter New Blood, Tiger King Season 2, The Eternals, and then we're ending things with Cowboy Bebop.
I
guess we'll kick it off with Cowboy Bebop. I guess we'll start off with Dune, which I believe, Sam, you wanted to talk about.
Yes.
Fucking what? You wanted to talk about?
Great start.
It's like the language in Dune.
I actually have that.
Is it? One question: Is it pronounced Dune or Dune? Because I've heard, or is it?
I don't know. How did I say it?
Dunny. I don't know.
Dunny.
Yeah, it's
Dunny.
definitely
Dune.
Dunny.
Dunny.
Where are you from?
I saw Dunny.
That's the important thing.
Yeah. What would you call a sand dune? Would you call it a dune?
Sand dune. Yeah, I think I'd say Dune. Yeah, sand dune.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that probably depends on where you're from.
Yeah.
I feel like I say June or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
I say.
And
when
if you're
I'm
from
introducing it,
if you're from Scotland,
because now
you'll
I've thought
say
about
Dunny.
it.
Isn't that a loo?
Sand dune.
Isn't that toilet in Australian?
Is it Australian?
It is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So in Australia, they're
Gonna go to the Danny.
going to say Danny,
It's just the whole desert is where they can take a crap.
directed by Danny Villeneuve.
Nice.
Yeah, so I saw Dune, and you guys saw it as well, right? Well, I know Matt saw it.
Yep.
'cause he
Guess
came
who was
with me.
there with you again?
Cinema buddies. Yeah, so this is one.
Ooh, film friends.
Film friend.
Where'd you go? The biscuit factory.
No, not the Biscuit Factory this time. That's reserved strictly for
For
art
non-Matt
house.
events.
Yeah. For films that Matt's guaranteed to hate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to see this on a big screen because obviously it's directed by Denis Villeneuve, who he's always like amazing at doing scale, and especially in this film. Like I think first thought coming out of this film was like, fucking hell, the sense of scale in this again was just incredible. Just like the wide shots with like, you know, kind of like armies next to massive like ships was just like so fucking good.
Yeah.
And then the shot, this shot was in the trailer, but when the sandworm comes out and it's just like takes up the whole fucking screen. But I don't know, what do you guys think of it? You've all seen it as well, haven't you?
I really enjoyed it. My one problem with it is that it is half a film. I think
That's
a
your
lot of
one
people
problem
said
with it?
this.
The fact that it was
Well, it's the
epically long.
big problem. With it.
Yeah, I think Adson nailed that on the head.
The length didn't bother me,
Oh, I did, mate. I don't know
but
why.
I didn't realise going in that because the title screen pops up and it says part 1.
It does.
Yeah.
So I didn't realise that they were even considering it was like gonna have a part 2 until it was released.
I think
Yeah,
it's
it
gonna
only
be-
got
it's
confirmed
gonna be
like
3 parts, I think, isn't it?
I think that's what I've heard, yeah.
Yeah.
possibly.
Oh, I didn't realise
they
it was
have-
3.
Yeah, I think I've heard it's 3 parts as well. But you're right, like they haven't marketed the film as that like at all. Like it's all like just fucking Dune, and then like I had the same reaction when it started and it has that kind of subheading part 1. I was like, oh, okay, so they are actually acknowledging that. But I kind of feel like if they would have marketed it as part 1, people wouldn't be leaving with that kind of feeling of like, oh, it's
No,
half a film.
probably not.
Yeah, but would that
But
that
I feel
put
like you'd get
people
less
off?
people seeing it as well. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I understand that because I think you're a 2.5 hour film. It's the part 1. It's a lead up to obviously part 2, and now I've been made aware of part 3. I wasn't aware of that before.
Yeah.
So I imagine a lot of people probably would leave it until closer to the release of the next film, which obviously
that-
isn't going
yeah.
to do good for sales, is it?
That was kind of my thoughts, really, until like Sam said, "Oh, do you want to go see Dune?" I was like, "Yeah, all right."
Yeah. Because I think for me, like, there was that kind of sense of like, what if this film doesn't do good, and then they just don't bother with the sequels? Like
That'd be shit, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So I think when I saw it, because I think I saw it a couple of weeks before you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, hipster. Okay.
They hadn't confirmed. Fuck off. They hadn't confirmed part 2.
Oh,
no.
It was only a couple of days after that they'd actually said, "Oh yeah, it's done well enough that we're gonna move forward."
Yeah, that was pretty much.
I kind of left going. I really hope that fucking does well because I want to see the end.
Yeah. Can you imagine that it didn't, and that was it? That would be so fucking shit.
Yeah.
You'd get half a film and that would be it. Yeah, it's like what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Firefly. One season.
I really enjoyed the score from Hans Zimmer. I think that's just me personally. I love Zimmer. Kind of everything he does.
Yeah, and
Just
this one, I didn't know that he had done the score for this until I just found out afterwards, and I think that's kind of good because usually you can like spot a Hans Zimmer score from a mile off sometimes. But this one I was like, oh fuck, Hans Zimmer did that. I had no idea.
I suppose you didn't. I think especially when it gets like super loud. Like I don't know what it is about my Nickelodeon. Like really quiet a lot of the time. There's been a film like we sat there and we're like, I can't hear what's being said here. Can like we turn up the volume a little bit? In June it's like, I'm like, fucking hell.
Well,
I think Captain actually jumped like the first time it comes out.
This is the one that he did this, and had to turn down Tenet, didn't he? Because he normally does all of Christopher Nolan ones.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
not 10A. It might have been better otherwise.
10A. Yeah. With the score of helped it, Addison.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe you could fucking hear things.
Well,
Speaking of hearing things,
I was going to
are
say,
you about to say that, Matt?
go for it. No, I was going to say, you go for it.
Oh, okay. Well, Matt and I were kind of talking afterwards, and we talked with like a few friends and Melissa. That there was a lot of like scenes in this where people were like frantically whispering.
Oh
and
yeah, definitely.
And I just couldn't hear what like, especially the mum. There's like constant like. I was like, what the fuck are you saying? Like,
All the scores in the background as well.
Yeah. I'm just like, I know it makes it more dramatic, but I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah. It was
Like, what the fuck?
ridiculous.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. I don't know whether the sound was slightly different in my one, but I didn't feel like I couldn't hear things. But I do know what you mean.
Yeah.
Hello, who's that? Pizza's here.
Pizza time.
There shouldn't be anyone.
Right, there's someone standing in your doorway.
Can you not see them? You can only see them on camera.
Oh, it's our landlord.
Your landlord?
Yeah, unannounced.
Fuck.
Oh,
It's a bit
what
weird.
Surprise visit.
What a
a
creeper.
dick.
Hide the coke.
Hey, landlords, if you're listening,
Fuck you.
stop with your fucking surprise visits. No one likes it.
Fuck you.
Fuck off.
No, he brought wine and chocolates.
Oh.
All right, he's all right then.
Yeah.
Oh, he's alright then.
Yeah.
He's
All
alright.
right, he can come in. Ask him if it's Dune
Or June.
Dune or Dunny.
or Dunny.
June.
But yeah, I did like have some issues with the film, like kind of story wise. I'm not really feeling this whole like Messiah thing that they're going for with Paul Atreides. Don't know what you guys thought about that. This whole like chosen one thing.
Yeah, it was a bit like...
It's a problem, isn't it? Because it is a film based on a book
I know.
series
Yeah.
from fucking ages ago that was highly influential.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have these tropes like that.
Yeah, because I've never read the books. Like this is aside from the I think I mentioned before the PS1 game that I randomly played back in the day. This is the only real like.
There was a
entry into-
PS1 game?
Yeah, I think it was like a real time strategy game.
Oh my god.
I don't think we
I'm
have spoken
surprised
about
I
this.
wasn't all over that.
Oh, I mean, no, I thought I mentioned it when we talked about the trailer. But maybe
That's his
not.
other podcast that he talks with.
Maybe briefly.
Yeah, clearly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like a real-time strategy game. And that was my kind of first introduction to Dune. But yeah, I mentioned it to a friend who's read the books, and I don't know if it's spoilery. No, I won't say anymore. But just in case it's spoilery. But yeah, I know what you mean, because I think it's like from the 60s, isn't it? So it's going to have those tropes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of half hoping it's a bit of a misdirect, because there's a line earlier on in the film when they say, like, they introduce the what's the planet called, Arrakis, to the concept of like prophecy and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if it kind of does divert from that, and they're kind of like misdirecting us with that storyline, which would be nice.
Hopefully, yeah,
maybe.
I'd like to see that.
But yeah, I love just like the universe that's built in Dune, and like the costume design and the art design of everything. Just really like.
Oh yeah,
I think that's the thing. Like, as a film, this is technically just amazing.
Oh, it's stunning.
So a lot of the effects were as practical as they could make it.
Oh, really?
And all
they made massive ships and flew them overhead.
Yeah,
those dragonfly
like, NASA
planes as well.
They're amazing.
Being filmed.
They are sick.
Oh, I want one. Yeah.
The what? Sorry.
The dragonfly.
Oh yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah.
More that they filmed outside when they could. So all the outside scenes that are meant to be outside.
So
obviously, like all the big ships are CGI.
So they put green screens everywhere, but they're just outside.
They actually didn't. They had sand-coloured ones. So fuck you.
Sand-coloured ones.
Yep.
They actually borrowed some Tatooine backdrops.
just went into the archives.
Yeah.
I must admit, I was a little bit worried with the part one, and the fact that Addison did mention before going into this, it was kind of half a film. There's a big build up to him meeting with Zendaya's character. I was like, they're going to build up to this, and they're not going to meet, are they? It's going to be like in part two. But that was only like really like towards the end, wasn't it? That end, kind of the ending.
Yeah, not far off.
Yeah,
isn't it something like she's in it for like 7 minutes?
Yeah, just constant shots of her against backlit by a sun, just turning around and smiling.
With like some blue
it was
contact
outside.
lenses.
That was actually filmed outside.
Yeah, that was just like on a beach somewhere.
Yeah.
in California. But
yeah,
I'm excited to see where the story goes, really, and I'm happy to hear that the sequel's been greenlit, because I feel like I'm in now. Like I want to find out where the story goes, and like I said, I love the universe that's in Dune. I think it's a really cool like concept. And Denis Villeneuve, like, again, he's just like, I think he's like one of the best directors working today. Like, he's had so many great hits.
It's phenomenal.
It's set it up so well, because like just like the atmosphere, everything around it, like the actual universe that it's created, like you said earlier, is just phenomenal. Like, you just like it feels kind of real. I've not seen the 80 something version. I think it's 1986, isn't it? It came out.
Yeah, the David Lynch one, isn't it?
Yeah. I've not seen
some
that.
clips of it, and it doesn't look great.
I can imagine.
I've got a scared to see it now.
Yeah, I kind of want to see it and hope it looks bad.
Literally, one of my colleagues today was like, "No, watch it," and I'm like, "If it's gonna be crap."
I feel like after
do you want to watch it
one,
after you've watched this one, like the grand scale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we have to watch that in the lead up to part 2.
That could be a main topic or something.
That'd be good.
That'd be pretty good.
Do you reckon that Blade Runner 2049 kind of set him up for that kind of massive scale?
I think he's just good at that, isn't he, in general? Because Arrival is similar in terms of scale, isn't it, with the ship?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Absolutely. Yeah, ginormous egg-like ship.
Yeah. It's almost like with each new film, he like outdoes his
bigger
previous one with scale. I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do.
Dune 2 is just gonna be on
Dune.
speed, just like just planetary systems.
Yeah, honestly,
Sandworm's gonna eat the planet.
eat the fucking sun. It's a sun-eating sandworm.
Is it a sandworm? Then is it a sunworm?
Oh yeah, that's the fucking sequel, mate. I would love that shit.
Oh shit! It's the sunworm.
There was one thing I didn't really like, and it felt really cheesy. Was this is the sand power, and then what was the other one?
Oh,
The sun.
that was pretty shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's like
the
sand
spice?
has no power.
Where's he going next? The
It's
forest.
sand.
I get
Spice.
the grass
Yeah.
power.
the spice.
Spice.
Is that what you mean, the spice?
Yeah.
It's not really sand, then, is it? It's-
No, but he also says like the power of the lands he goes to. There's like an
Yeah,
innate power there.
he does say that. Yeah. He says like land, water power, and
Yeah, that's waiting
it's
for,
like fucking
Pokemon
elemental
reference.
grass power,
Pokemon, yeah.
psychic power.
Psychic power. Yeah. I'm gonna bend a spoon.
If I remember correctly, the sand is meant to be like offshoots of the sandworms. Like it's basically their crap.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh really?
I think so. I might be making that up.
I like filter it somehow.
Don't fact check me on that.
It's either chatting shit or it's real shit.
It's the sand
gonna be such bullshit.
sandworm shit.
And why is it spicy?
Or it's like a byproduct of it. I think that
A
is
lot of chilies.
Yeah.
They had them in the loo. Yeah, ate the sun. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna fucking burn coming out the other end.
Oh Jesus!
It's gonna be a spicy one.
Before we move on, we've got to hear the Mongolian throat singing thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Ooh.
This is when they're on that planet.
Is that Mongolian?
I don't know. That's just reference to what it could be, I guess. Yeah,
I feel like that would be
Yeah.
an entry in Eurovision next year.
there could be. Yeah. There's Mongolia in it.
That's what we should do. We need to get weirder. You need to do that shit.
So the Tepid get in. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
But no, that's a quick point actually. The sound like design of things in this as well was fucking great.
Yeah. No, it's great. Yeah.
But yeah, good shit. Good shit, Gene.
Good shit.
yeah.
But long.
Good sandworm shit.
But fucking long.
Also, I want to know who Jason Momoa's agent is because he always gets the coolest characters in anything he's in.
I know. Yeah.
Does actually. Yeah.
He just exudes cool.
Even his
though, doesn't
name's
he?
cooler than this.
Even without a beard, I was like, still sexy.
He's one hungry.
It took me so long to clock why he looked weird when
Yeah.
he didn't have a beard.
It didn't look
Yeah,
right.
do you know what?
It didn't
I
look
didn't
right.
actually realise that you
No.
said it now. I'm like, oh yeah.
I noticed. I did notice. It didn't look right.
That's like he's not as sexy as before.
Yeah. We'll leave it there.
Cool. That'll do. That'll
Yeah.
do big.
So I don't have any segues. But Matt, you've been watching something
Could have said it begins with D.
new. Yeah. Also begins with D.
Segways are getting real bad.
Yeah.
I don't think mine have ever been good.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, so I've been watching Dexter New Blood. So, let's go back in time.
Hey, the fucking Doctor
How
Who
far
movie.
back are we going?
We are going back. So when did it come out? It came out. So Dexter,
Walk down
the
memory lane.
original series, came out
2006.
2000. Did it? Yeah, 2006. Yeah.
Who are
So
you?
quite a lot.
I don't know you anymore.
Don't test me. Don't test me.
He's like one of Anthony's strengths.
You've not even seen the whole lot, have you?
He just knows.
Doesn't mean I don't know when it came out.
Yeah. I know when it finished because I looked that up earlier.
I
Yeah.
actually don't know that. 2014.
So a series about a serial killer called Dexter came out in 2006. And this serial killer is like a forensic guy. I can't remember what his job title is. But I've seen this a lot as well. So I don't know why I don't...
He's a blood splatter analysis,
Blood
right?
spatter analyst, yeah. That's right, yeah. So so he likes his blood. But he's sort of like... He's also a serial killer as well as working for the police department. So it's kind of like... He's trying to like balance things in life. And
Fucking spoilers. I told you I hadn't seen it.
what the fuck?
That's the big
So-
twist at the end.
So there are 8 seasons of that in the end. So it was quite a big show at the time. It's kind of, I don't know if it's like Game of Thrones level, but it was pretty big. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I know Addison's seen it, but
I have not.
I've seen like the odd episode, and that's about it.
Yeah, so I saw the first 4 series when they first came out.
okay, yeah.
It definitely wasn't anywhere near as big as Game of Thrones.
No, it wasn't. No,
I'd
but
say it was
big.
more on like a Sons of Anarchy sort of level. Like
Yeah.
people had seen it. But
Yeah, like you knew it was around, but you might not have seen it.
yeah.
Did it have
Yeah,
people
yeah.
wearing like Dexter shirts and being like Dexter stands? Like I love him. Like they are with you at the moment.
Oh yeah, that is creepy, actually, isn't it? I feel like that's creepy.
What with Matt?
Yeah, with Matt specifically.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's creepy. They're just wearing pictures of my face around. That's odd. Yeah, so that was brilliant. Well, it's an okay series. It starts off really, really good, and it's like really playful with it. It's obviously like quite a serious thing. He's a serial killer, and he has lots of like antagonists, sorry, that sort of go against him, I guess. So he's got like a villain each season. So you kind of expect a villain.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
Is he like a vigilante? Is he like the killings that he's doing? Is he killing bad people in his
Yes.
opinion?
So basically, he's been trained by his foster father to only kill bad people.
Was he
So
Batman?
his foster. No. Although his parents are dead. Yeah. His parents are dead. So,
Okay.
Yeah. That's not a spoiler.
Spoilers.
It's like the first season. So
And then his butler's just always showing up.
yeah, his butler. Yeah. So yeah, he's only supposed to kill bad people, but he's a serial killer, so things happen.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, so it kind of ends on not really a cliffhanger, but it sort of ends with him. I don't know how to not spoil this. It's not really a spoiler, but he basically disappears. That's why I'll stop there. So he basically disappears, and he sort of goes missing. And there's like a final shot of season 8. It's kind of like him in like a snowy place, and he's got a beard, so it's kind of like you could guess it's probably a few years later. Just showing him like living, so he's alive, and that's kind of where it ends. That's where season 8 ends. So
Yeah, so I haven't seen. I've only seen the first 4 series.
Yeah.
I've seen that shot, and I knew people weren't particularly happy with the ending of that show.
no, they weren't.
Yeah.
They
It always
weren't particularly.
it always
happy.
struck me as doing the same thing as that like last episode of Breaking Bad, where
Yeah,
kind of does that same thing.
it kind of does a bit, doesn't it? Yeah,
Yeah, he also grows a beard.
yeah.
And goes
A
to
beard is
place.
such a good signifier of like passing of time, isn't it? You just know,
It's
like
the cliche. Is the cliche?
it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. What's that?
So yeah, so it kind of ends there. So that's 2013. Recently, Dexter New Blood has come out, which is basically season 9 of Dexter, but it's it's kind of grown. It's following on pretty not directly after that, but it's following on from there from about 10 years later, basically. So it's kind of 10 years after he disappears. Well, it's not been 10 years, so I don't know why that is the case.
Right.
Yeah.
It's probably just easier for like storytelling's sake.
Yeah, rather than saying 8 years. Yeah, so it kind of follows on from that, and it's this one kind of feels a bit less playful, and a bit more realistic in terms of I'm not saying the other one wasn't realistic, but the other one was kind of very playful. This one kind of takes a bit more of a serious turn.
I remember watching the first series when it came out,
Yeah.
and I was like 2 or 3 episodes in, I was like, "Is this show a comedy?" I just couldn't work it
well,
out.
it has
dark
comedic
comedy.
parts, I'd say
Hmm.
this new series is less so that there are some funny moments, not many. It's not really trying to be, so it's not trying to do that. But yeah, it's kind of just following on from that, and sort of shows him sort of living a new life, and how he's sort of getting on, and then sort of struggle to sort of maintain. He's basically not killed anyone since he went missing at the start of this. So
So he's been a good serial killer.
So he's
Or
been
a
a
bad
good
one.
serial killer. Yeah. Or a
He's
bad.
been a
I think
bad
he's been a bad one. Yeah. He's been
I
a
guess
bad.
bad.
One.
Yeah. He's not really doing it
because he's not doing the killing. Yeah. But obviously, like, it'd be a bit boring if that was the whole season. There's only 3 episodes out so far, so I've only seen 3 episodes. So this is still an ongoing series.
Yeah.
But obviously, like, things happen, and it becomes the situation where he obviously does kill again. That's not a spoiler. It's Dexter. He's a serial killer. So yeah,
He goes back to being a good serial killer.
yeah, he's back to being a good serial killer. Although I don't know that, he might not. But yeah. Ooh, I'm trying not to spoil this. It's very difficult. Yeah.
it's a hard one to like talk around.
Yeah.
That's like I regret talking about this now.
No, I don't, because I really enjoyed watching it. I thought it was really, really good. Even though it was only 3 episodes, I thought they were really good. I was only going to watch like 1 or 2, and then I thought, oh, this is actually really good. I'm just going to keep watching this. So I just watched the whole 3 episodes.
So when
it's
did
on
you
Now
watch
TV.
it? Oh, Now TV.
Yeah, it's on Now TV. Yeah,
That's my question as I said it.
yeah. I think the original, seasons 1 to 8 of Dexter are probably on there as well. They always used to be.
Right.
But it's the new series is on Now TV. I don't know where it is. I think it's it used to be Showtime in America, but I don't know what it is now. Probably not that. It's not even got the jovial intro that it used to have. It used to have a really jovial intro.
I loved that intro.
That intro was amazing. Yeah,
Such good music. Yeah.
so good. I actually have it. So I'll play it. The cinematography in this intro is actually awesome as well.
Yeah.
It's very like, it's sort of the intro, how it used to be is kind of like he was like preparing. Sam, you've probably seen it if you've seen a couple of episodes, but it's probably just like him basically getting up in the morning and getting ready for the day. But it's kind of like he's doing his shoelaces up, but it kind of looks like he's like garroting someone. It's very clever, yeah. And he's like cutting like a blood orange, which is obviously
Very
like,
close-up shots of him like cutting into meat.
cutting some meat and like shaving, and then he starts bleeding and he's shaving. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, very good. But they don't even have that anymore. They've gotten rid of that completely now. It's just straight into it.
This new series,
Yeah.
like so far, is it kind of lost the fun a bit? Do you think? Is it trying to be a bit too serious now?
I think it needs to be. I think because it's like a newer generation of Dexter, I think it needs to be a bit more serious. I feel like, sort of like, I've never seen You, but I'm guessing that's more serious.
I'm right here, Matt.
Thank you. I was so thinking of how to make it work.
Jesus
That
Christ.
just reminds me of the interview that happened this
I was
week.
like, you went to the cinema.
You saw me at the weekend.
There was a newscaster that was explaining You to his colleague, and the colleague was like, "I'm right here. I'm right here."
Oh my god.
So we're never reviewing You then, I take it.
No. Why would you review me? That's a bit weird.
Hey.
I'll give you a 10, Matt.
I have 100.
I didn't say 10 of what. Hugs.
So I don't know where I was now.
It's new generation.
I feel like because it's a newer generation of TV, I think it needs to be a bit more serious. It works for it. It works completely for it because I think it is. It kind of is more serious because he's lost pretty much everything that he had in the seasons 1 to 8. So it is like this is his new start, but it's tougher, I guess, because he's got those sort of demons, I suppose, from the original series, but no one else knows about them until they've come back, I guess. No spoilers. It's also got Mr. Krabs in it as well.
Mr. Krabs, oh my god. As a crab as well.
As a crab, yeah. No, Clancy Brown's in it. Yeah.
Oh, right.
I think
He
they're
has
sort
his
of...
crabs. I did not know that.
Yeah. I think they're sort of like teeing him up as kind of like the antagonist.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
But I don't know that yet for certain, but it's kind of how they're playing it.
I had no idea that's the guy who played Mr.
He's in a lot, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, he pops up in everything. Yeah.
He's in loads. Yeah.
God.
That's right.
He is. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Krabs.
So do you is this one you can watch without seeing seasons 1 to 8 of the other one?
I feel like you could, but I think you would. I think you'd need to watch a recap or something if you didn't.
Yeah.
If you had to.
Yeah.
It's you can't. You could probably get away with it, but it does it relies heavily on that sort of like, oh, this happened in the past. Like there's some things. There's people.
Like, it sounds like even just the setup.
Yeah, there's sort of people who appear and they're sort of from the original series, and it's kind of like you wouldn't know who they were if it would be a bit strange. So I think you do need to watch the original series really to watch this.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't know why they didn't just call it season 9, but I guess it's to try and get that new crowd in. But it's like I say, it's weird, because they do reference like a lot of like the kills in the first one and how they impact his life, and again, you can't really. You got to see it. I think you got to see it. Yeah, it's very difficult to talk about this without spoiling any of it.
Right. Shall we move on before you do spoil it?
Yeah.
So, speaking of people who have definitely killed, what's Carol Baskin been up to, Mark?
Oh, what has she been up to? So
that is the extent of my knowledge of Tiger King, by the way.
That's fine. That's all you need, to be fair. So I'm gonna set the scene before I start talking about this one. So we're in March 2020. We're just about to go into a pandemic.
No, it's November 2021. Where have you been?
Shut up. We're going back in time for me as well.
You got to do the noise.
Memory lane.
Yeah.
Everyone's making banana bread. We're just getting used to working from home. And what's on Netflix? Oh, Tiger King. What's this?
Yeah.
Absolutely blew up. I think it had, 343 million viewers within the first 10 days of being on the site. Absolutely ridiculous. So it follows a kind of a crazy, eccentric former zookeeper and convicted felon, Joe Exotic. This is...
I forgot that was...
What's his real name? Because that's not his real name.
He's got quite a long name. I can't remember it, to be fair.
Yeah, it's Jonathan Exotica.
So it follows him, it follows Carol Baskin, it follows another person called Jeff Lowe, and looks at kind of the big cat rescue that's going on in Florida, because of course it's Florida. And that's where a lot of the focus is. So the way that the first series kind of starts out is Carol Baskin has suggested that Joe's mistreating his animals. And Joe's claimed that Carol killed her husband, Don Lewis, and fed him to tigers, which she denied.
Say Don. The Don.
Don.
Could you play my little sound bite to go on the back of that?
Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked her. Can't convince me that it didn't happen. Fed them to tigers, they snacking.
Sounds like they recorded it in the
Carol
bathtub.
Baskin.
Baskin. He does a great Joe Exotic impression, actually.
So the first season's just... It's a fucking whirlwind. Every episode is something crazy. So you have one of Joe's zookeepers loses an arm because he was bitten off by a tiger.
Fuck yeah,
You've got
that.
another one that had a zip lining accident that they lost both their legs. You get Joe being attacked.
fuck?
At least it wasn't
tigers.
going everywhere.
Yeah.
The kind of really... So Joe has 2 husbands because why not, I guess.
Okay.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Neither of them are gay either. That's the kind of incredible thing. They
What?
just come out and say that they're kind of coerced into getting
sorry,
married
what?
to him. Yeah, it just gets crazier and crazier.
Blackmailed.
What about that?
But there's a really sad part where he's one of the husbands. I'm trying to remember what his name is. Travis. So he's playing around with a gun in the office. Puts it to his head, pulls the trigger, kills himself. In front of the camera crew, and
What the
people
fuck?
in the office
Break
as
into
well.
a Queen song then.
What the fuck?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Crazy. And then he goes, Joe will then go and marry someone
They don't
else.
show that, surely.
No, they kind of, it's off camera, but it's enough off camera that
Fuck me, that must be scarring. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
there's you
Yeah.
can see the face of one of the staff in there that's just, absolute shock.
Absolute
What a
Horrendous.
fucking
Yeah.
idiot, though.
Yeah, because did
Who
he
the
think
fuck
that, like,
does that?
I think he thought
there
it was a
wasn't
prop
any
gun.
bullets in there or something?
That's how they've
right.
been putting it. But then there's been other stories that like he felt trapped because he'd been coerced into this marriage that he didn't want, and he wasn't actually gay. He was straight.
Right.
Yeah, crazy. So you've got all of that
Well,
going on.
Crazy the series is, man.
I know.
Christ.
So you've got all of that going on with Joe, and then on the other side of it, you've got Carol, who's trying to kind of get
But it's-
Joe framed. Potentially, she's killed her husband. We don't know. Like, it's still unconfirmed. I reckon she did, but we're not going to say anymore.
How did he die?
Well, he
Carol
was-
Baskin.
it was fed to take. No, I think they said he went to like Costa Rica or Mexico. It's really unclear where he went as well. Like Carol's story doesn't really line up, and then he went missing, and that's it.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
alive. He's in Barbados.
So kind of the extent of what season 2 is about the dad and his kids, and they want to kind of get the truth out.
Oh, right.
Who's
So
that, sorry?
Who's dad?
that's Don, the one that was killed or not killed by Carol. We'll find out.
Right.
So season 2 is 5 episodes. It kind of covers a lot of the big media circus that there was after season 1.
Yeah.
Kind of following everything. Joe's in prison at this point, so all the calls they have with him are him in prison, which is quite interesting. He's got like a big.
Why is he in prison?
So he is in prison. I kind of skipped over that bit because I went on to season 2. Got excited there. So in season 1, after everything that's happened on with Carol, there comes a time where Joe apparently puts out a hit on Carol Baskin. He employs
God.
2 hitmen to kill her.
Yeah.
And because of that, I think he's now got 28 years in prison
Fucking hell.
or something. It's quite a lengthy term. And season 2 kind of goes... Oh, bless you.
Sorry.
Staying in.
Sniffing up some spice.
Did have a spicy dinner, to be fair.
Yeah, so Joe's got 2 hitmen out on Carol. They've been caught. Joe's gone to prison. And season 2 is he's in prison, saying he's innocent. The hitmen he employed are saying they didn't employ him. So, okay, who's done that then? And then it's Don, who has kids without Carol, trying to find out who killed
It's Don
her.
Corleone.
You've been holding that for ages, haven't you?
It's been gradually getting louder and louder.
It's just... Season 1 was absolutely batshit, as obviously it sounded when I was
Yeah.
kind of explaining it. And season 2, 5 episodes, and it just covered that. It didn't feel like it needed a second season. It kind of, for me, it was
Yeah.
hyped up. I was like, oh, what are we going to get this season? It's going to be something crazy like last time. And it was just 5 episodes that could have been tagged on season 1.
Oh, so is that it? It's only 5 episodes then?
It's only 5 and that's it, done.
Wow. 'Cause how long was the first
How
one?
long was the first one?
I think the first one was like 10, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was thinking 10.
I'm gonna have
Yeah, I
just
forgot,
check
like-
that.
For a documentary.
Because I watched this during lockdown as well, and I remember getting into it thinking, oh, what the fuck, Tiger King, what the fuck is this going to be? You know, the name sounds ridiculous.
Did Alyssa
something
force
about
you
it
to watch
did-
it?
Yeah, probably was that, yeah.
It was 8 episodes the first season.
Oh, okay, so... Well,
Still fairly lengthy for like a 40 minute to an hour episodes about
Yeah.
obviously essentially a crime documentary.
Yeah.
Basically why I've never watched it. Seemed like there was too much and I just couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I couldn't be asked.
Yeah, I feel like a bit like Netflix with Making a Murderer, they kind of extended that a bit too far and it got a bit boring. So I can kind of
They
see
do
the
that.
same with
yeah.
Yeah.
Tiger King. It could easily be condensed into probably like you probably could have got all 8 episodes being season 1 and 2, to be fair.
Yeah,
As opposed
yeah.
to being over like 13.
So you say it's quite disappointing then, do you reckon?
Yeah, I kind of went into it expecting it to be equally as crazy as season 1, and it just was almost a wrap
It just can't be though, because that was kind of it, wasn't it? That's the whole story. That's pretty much the whole story, really, isn't it? There's
Yeah,
not much
that's
else
true.
to tell other than what's
That's like-
happened in between. You know, it's not a long time.
There was one bit of drama that was quite funny in season 2, because obviously during Donald Trump being president, There was
Yeah.
some of his pardons that he was giving out before he left office. Joe Exotic thought he was going to be one. So he had an extended limo outside the prison waiting for him.
Oh my god.
Never got the call from Trump. So he's still in prison.
What a surprise.
That's why he's not president anymore.
Yeah. Because of that, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember I didn't actually know this was coming out until you said you were going to do it as your mini, and I was just thinking, like, what more stories there left to tell? Like what you're saying, Matt, about it. The first season kind of wraps up quite well, and that the idea sounds quite interesting about, like, so they're trying to find out about Carol Baskin and their dad, what really happened.
Yeah, but the fact it kind of stops and you don't get any outcome, it's like, well,
Yeah.
what was the point in watching
What's
it?
the point of that?
Wait a couple of years, and then if something comes out of it, then we can watch
Yeah.
it.
Feels like a bit of like a rushed cash grab, really.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Money,
It
money,
felt
money.
like, oh, Netflix are probably giving us some extra money for some episodes. Let's just throw what footage we've got left here and get some more interviews in.
That's kind of what who, like, it may not even be clear, but who filmed the first one? Was it like a Netflix thing, or
It's probably
was
just
it?
a small documentary team, I imagine.
I think it was Netflix,
Yeah.
but also there was a team that was working with him as well prior to that. So some of the footage you've got is pre-Netflix crew.
It's like archive.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he almost had like his own show, probably like the Joe Exotic show or something crazy like.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm asking. Like, what all this craziness? Like, obviously, they didn't know that was going to happen when they were making the documentary, as such. So,
No.
where are they getting most of the interesting footage?
A lot of it, in fairness, was like there and then while the crew was there. Whether it was obviously played up for camera or not, you never know. Probably
I
was.
suspect so, yeah.
But yeah, there was some of the footage, like the partner. That's old camera crew, I think.
Yeah.
I can't quite remember. It's been a year, and we've had a lot going on. We started a podcast and playing games, watching films. It's gone out my brain.
So that's why I couldn't remember Dune, yeah.
They're making a are they doing like a movie of this as well, like a drama?
For God's
Is it like
sake.
Nicolas Cage's fucking?
Oh, I don't know, but that would
What,
not
Joe
shock
Exotic?
me in the slightest.
Sure, that was.
It makes it just makes perfect sense for some reason.
Who's playing Carol Baskin? That's the question.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, at the same time, like, do you need a film for this? Because again, that first season tells the story in like a really, interesting way and dramatic
Like a
way.
neat
so-
package. It was probably always meant to be that, I imagine. Just a one limited series, one
Yeah.
season. And they thought, oh no,
like-
we can get some more money out of this. Let's fucking do some other shit. Yeah.
I feel like a film would be a bit ridiculous. I think maybe that's off the hype of all the TikToks and everything that came off the back of season one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TikTok
Like that Carol
film.
Baskin song we played was a big hit, wasn't it? It was like good doing the rounds online and people were dancing to it dressed up as the Tiger King.
I just found an article. Apparently, it was going to be a TV drama series. It's been scrapped by Amazon, so we're not going to get Nicolas Cage. Just
Oh, it was
I'm
Amazon,
afraid,
was it?
guys.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Thanks the fucking Lord for that one.
Sorry to bring the mood down.
Maybe Jeff Bezos
like
thought
you
there were
wouldn't
too
enjoy
many
watching that.
similarities to his life.
What, poorly paying your workers?
Yeah. Attacking people with tigers.
Rubbish working conditions? Never.
Oh shit, our podcast is on Amazon.
Oh no, we're getting pulled.
Fuck, that's it.
Can't lose the Amazon money we don't have.
It's because Jeff
work
Bezos
with
has
the
got all
other
of it, that's why.
Just taking it to space.
Space, yeah.
Cool.
So, final verdict is not necessary, really. But
Yeah. If you want to watch season one, give it a go. Or just watch a summary. It's probably better.
Cool.
So, speaking of things that were disappointing, I watched The Eternals.
Are you surprised though? Were
the
you
best
surprised
segue,
that it was disappointing?
I'll actually be honest, I mostly did that for the joke, for the band.
Okay.
Because I actually quite enjoyed it. It's not
Oh,
amazing by any stretch.
Very disappointing.
But I went into this expecting nothing from this film. So this is the latest MCU project, which has been directed by, was it Chloe Zhao?
Yeah.
Is her name?
Yeah. Sounds right.
who
Sounds
won Best Oscar last year
She did, didn't she? Yeah.
for Nomad, I think it was.
Oh, the Nomad Land was
so-
it?
Nomadland, thank you, yeah. And is following a new team of superheroes, I guess you can call them.
Superheroes.
And yeah, the expectations for this were so low because by the time I'd seen it, like reviews had come out, people had seen it, and it got a bit of a bashing. Has anyone else seen it yet? Or is it just
No.
I haven't yet. I think, like you said, the reviews and just even before the reviews came out, just the trailers just weren't hooking me. Nothing about it was hooking
Yeah,
me.
Yeah,
I think we spoke about it off pod, or you possibly mentioned it and it got cut. You were saying how you weren't excited, and I think we all kind of agreed that the trailers were very
Bleh.
flat,
Yeah.
just a bit yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like the negative reviews have done the film a bit of a disservice. Like, it's not a piece of shit.
No,
it's-
no.
Fine.
Are they comparing it to
It
like
is,
Endgame and Infinity War?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Are they like
Yeah.
comparing
Possibly.
to others?
Yeah,
That would be ridiculous.
Because I've seen a lot of people like contrasting opinions. Some saying it's like, oh, it's just a usual MCU film, whatever, and then some saying it's too far from the formula.
Yeah, I've seen that as well.
And I'm seeing both those criticisms, and I'm kind of like, yeah, it's kind of in the middle, but
Yeah.
you can't fault it either way, I guess.
I think it's good that they are breaking the formula though, because that is
Oh yeah, they definitely need to.
it's becoming a bit of a problem in MCU films. Like they are becoming a bit
Yeah.
formulaic, and
Yeah.
it's getting a bit dull.
They are pumping out at like
Yeah,
a
agreed.
ridiculous volume as well, aren't they?
And I've been a
smart
bit
talking.
disappointed so far with. Is it?
His
Yeah,
mouth
mine
was
was-
moving, but nothing
Mouth
was coming out.
Yeah. I saw that as well.
Can you hear me now?
I didn't even notice.
No,
No, can't hear.
no.
No, I can't hear you, Mark.
No audio.
Just do it over exaggerated.
Yeah, mime it and we'll lip sync.
How's that now?
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect. I was saying they were pumping out such a huge volume of films. I think it's hard to keep up, especially with the TV series, and
Yeah,
I'm getting
Yeah,
a bit
it's
exhausted
becoming-
if I'm honest.
yeah,
Same,
It's
yeah.
just becoming really
Massively.
overwhelming.
I fully understand why people have tuned out, and I know a lot of people who are like, I just can't be bothered anymore.
No, that's part of
What
the
I
reason I
keep
didn't want to
saying
see
is-
Eternals, because I have sort of tuned out because I'm just a bit MCU'd out.
I can't get the name
TV
right.
shows
Yeah.
are too much.
I called it Returnals the other day. I think Addison called it the Externals the other
Returnals,
day as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, I did call the externals.
The externals. The
Yeah,
internals.
I was about to say the internals.
Sounds like a much better film.
Yeah. I would say the best way to treat the film specifically is to kind of treat them as like a big TV show where you're just chiming in every now and then to check in on the characters and stuff. But then that is
Like
complicated when you get,
Emmerdale.
like all these TV shows. Yeah, like Emmerdale, exactly like Emmerdale.
Well, Neighbours. Used to love Neighbours.
Why are you only watching soaps?
Yeah, are you okay? You
What
a
about Home and Away?
50-year-old
Were you a fan
woman.
of that?
No, I didn't watch Home and Away. No,
Oh, you're missing out.
Yeah, not that pile of garbage.
that's Sam's favourite show.
Fucking right, that's it. I'm done.
Is it set in Ipswich? I have no idea.
They're set in Australia.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
All right.
Ipswich, Australia. Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Set in
They couldn't be any
Ipswich.
I'll be
further
honest,
apart.
soaps is
I
not
don't
one
think
of my
anything
strong
is set in
points.
Ipswich.
Oh, I was gonna. So many jokes ran through my head there. But I
Yeah.
stopped.
Yeah, so it's all right.
Anyway, carrying on.
I definitely wouldn't rush to the cinema. I've been a bit disappointed with the Phase 4 they're doing at the moment. I think Shang-Chi's probably the only one that I've really enjoyed.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, because you saw
Yeah,
Black
that-
Widow as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I was quite disappointed with that one. I think I prefer this over that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
But a big problem with the Black Widow one is when it was released. That needed to have been released after Civil War.
That really did, yeah.
Maybe it was meant to originally.
So is this more of a
Maybe.
wait
It wi-
till Disney Plus kind of job?
Yeah, I think it's like if you have...
That's what I'm going to do. So good.
if you're kind of going through the series or you just happen to have some time, just stick it on. I would not rush out to see it. I don't think it's going to have a monumental impact on the wider MCU anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are some things that happen that are going to be interesting to see where they go with it. There's a couple of Easter eggs that are intriguing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be later on.
What's like, because I think one thing that kind of put me off this film as well was like I never heard of the Eternals in Marvel, but
Yeah.
I was hoping it was going to be like a similar situation to Guardians of the Galaxy, because at the time that was a bit like, oh, what the fuck is this, and then turned to be like amazing. With the Eternals, I just, what the fuck are they? Like, I just don't know. Like, I think they're supposed to be more godlike.
Fundamentally, they are
Superhumans, basically. aren't they?
effectively aliens that are immortal that have been created by the
Celestials.
fucking Celestials. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You've lost me.
Which are those big dudes?
The big dudes.
Yeah. We get like the first full appearance of one in this film. They've
You see a
hinted
dead
at
one,
them
don't
in,
you?
like Guardians, and you
Guardians.
see a dead one in
Yeah.
Guardians as
Yeah.
well.
So like where it's like its head is a city or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, nowhere.
Port. Yeah, that's right.
Ah,
Yeah.
But you also see it in some of the when the Collector is telling them about the Infinity Stones. You see images of some of them,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
or at least one of them. But this features like the first full-fledged appearance of one.
Oh right. Okay.
So they're basically aliens that have come down and are meant to be helping the Earth.
Do you know another thing that puts me off this film? So I've seen that Harry Styles is in the end credits.
Hey, he's not bad.
Why does that put you
I
off?
quite liked him in Dunkirk.
He was actually good in Dunkirk.
Was he?
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
give him
yeah.
that.
Watermelon
was
Sugar.
alright.
Yeah.
What a banger of a song that is as well. Get the fuck out of him, Matt.
He's got some great albums
Is it Watermelon Sugar?
with your One
Pie or
Direction
pie?
prejudice.
Hi, I think.
Pie.
I think it's meant to be a euphemism as well, but we won't get into that now.
Ah, okay.
It's too early
Matt
for
didn't
that.
like it because he just only listens to clean music. That's why.
Yeah.
Just Christian
Off the
tunes.
record, what does it mean?
I think it means
Eating
vagina.
buffet.
That's staying in.
Thanks, Sam.
Watermelon Sugar High. Okay, cool.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was in because it's an end credits thing. Spoiler alert.
It's like all over the internet already.
Yeah, I keep seeing his
'cause
face pop.
Billy had seen the spoiler, so she went, "Oh, he's been cast as someone." I was like, "I have no idea who that character is." Cool.
I'm pretty sure it was Marvel who posted something that Harry
Yeah, it
Styles
was
is in the MCU.
everywhere. Like last week.
Yeah, like is it like a massive reveal? Because that
I
sounds
don't
like
know
a
who
pretty
he's-
shit
It's like
reveal if it is.
like the
Harry
way
Styles
they
comes out
do
the
it.
door.
Pretty much. Like the way they do it is like clearly this is meant to be like a big moment, but no one's going to know the character. It is because it's Harry Styles. That's why it's a big
Oh
moment.
my god, that's like that's a bit shit, isn't it?
That
It's
is
like, look,
shit.
it's like when a
if
celebrity
I-
turns up in Friends, and then you hear the crowd go, "Woo!"
Does he
you
like
don't know
it
what
the
the
If
fuck
you
it
world?
hadn't
is.
told me that he'd been cast, I wouldn't have known who the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what Harry Styles looks like, really. He's normally got long hair. He doesn't in
Heathen.
this one. He's got good music. I like it. There's actually an Easter egg of another character in the... There's two post-credit things, and I'm more interested in the second one.
Okay, don't tell us that
But
one.
annoyingly, you don't see it. You just hear someone.
You hear someone, don't you? Yeah.
Ooh. See, now I want to see it just for the post credits.
For that, yeah. You can watch that on YouTube, I'm pretty sure.
No, just,
It's literally the last line of the whole film.
Sam, go see another film and then time it alongside Eternal.
Yeah.
And
then
then
just
as
pop
the film's
in.
finishing,
Yeah.
I can
just
tell
pop
you
in.
now.
Should we do a little spoiler
I had
bit?
to look it up. I didn't know who
Alright.
it was
All right, go on.
in the film.
Kind of potentially
Spoilers
spoilers,
for
I
anyone who
guess.
cares.
It is. I'm gonna fuck his name.
It's
but
going to be no one obvious.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's not an
who?
X-Men. I'm gonna be pissed.
It's not an X-Man.
It's not. It's not an X-Man. I'm just trying to look up the dude's actual name because otherwise I will fuck it.
Yeah, I want his full Christian name, please.
Yeah, not
The
Joe
suspense,
Exotic.
man. This is like watching the film.
So it is Mahershala Ali as Blade.
Hey, that's fucking sick.
That's pretty fucking good.
I'm gonna go see this film now.
Yeah, just for the hint
But
of
I
Blade.
sold me.
didn't know. You don't see anything, and you just hear his voice, and I didn't know it was his voice when it happened.
Do you just hear some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate up here?
That's exactly what I was
Oh my
thinking.
god!
What a strange film to make that the post credit though.
Yeah.
That is a bit weird.
Yeah, and who he says
like
it
a
to
vampire at
is
the end?
interesting as well. As far as I'm aware,
Oh.
I don't know much about the character that he said it to be honest. I don't know much about the characters in this film at all, actually.
Even after watching it.
Even after watching it, yeah. I would say that the film is it's a tad predictable. Because there's some stuff that happens, and me and Billy kind of left the film and went like, how obvious was that?
Yeah.
Which is a shame because on paper it's good, but you kind of work it out very early on. But I'll leave it at that. So
Okay.
Okay, cool.
yeah. So yeah, catch it on Disney Plus, whatever. Or if you're burnt out of the MCU, yeah, don't bother.
Watch it in about 5 years' time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe you'll listen to this podcast in 5 years' time.
maybe. Yeah, come back if you are listening to us in 5 years when we're all super huge and popular. Give us a shout. We'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? Right, speaking of characters frozen in time, we've all watched Cowboy Bebop, and I don't know about you, but fuck me, there's a lot of it.
Oh, there is. isn't
There
there?
is.
There's a lot out there.
When you told me there was a film yesterday, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
I know. I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
I nearly lost the plot. I was like,
You
I've
said
got
it's between,
16
like, 2
episodes to get through, and there's a film. Fuck.
Yeah,
Fuck that film.
I didn't watch the film personally.
None of us watched it, did
None
we?
of us did we?
No, it's really hard
To be fair,
I-
it is impossible to get a hold of without going physical copy
Yeah.
or Pirate Bay.
What was that? Say it again slowly.
Pirate Bay. Is Pirate Bay even still a fucking thing?
Proxies all over
Yes,
the
it
internet.
is. Yeah.
Probably we're not going to indict ourselves anyway.
Probably, yeah.
It
So I've
exists.
Right.
Yeah.
I only share
Word on the
DVDs with
street.
my friends. I don't share them with the internet.
DVDs. Yeah.
What's a DVD?
Yes, so
Ew.
Gross.
It's Blu-ray, motherfucker.
yeah, so recently Netflix has released the live action adaptation of the 1998 anime. So we decided we'd watch all the anime and all the live action series, or at least I did. How much did you guys see?
Tried.
I tried. Right?
So Sam and I were on the same amount yesterday when we last spoke. So we were both on 10 episodes. How are you
Yeah.
doing, Sam?
You need to specify which one, by the way.
Oh, the
Okay,
original.
so- Yeah.
10.
For the anime, I'm 20 episodes in. Live action, only 2.
Okay.
But I was trying to power through the anime today. I was like, I'm going to fucking finish it. Come on, let's just do it. And like,
Yeah.
this is coming off like I really dislike the series. We'll get into that. But it's just like, I'm not a good binge watcher anyway. I really like to space my
I think
shits out.
the problem with anime
You've had since
and,
98, for fuck's sake.
I think the problem with anime and television of that era is there's a lot of filler because they had to do like
Yeah.
20 odd episodes, whereas now they don't have to do that. They only have to do like
Yeah.
10
I
episodes.
feel like that series is doing that on purpose as well. It's making the filler like a focal point.
Okay, right.
It felt that way to me because like
Yeah.
Well, like it's doing a lot of like.
if you say the main plot of what Cowboy Bebop is, it's across like 4 fucking episodes
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually
of
don't
the whole
like
thing,
it either.
and it's a 26 episode show.
Yeah.
Matt just dropped a
Oh, what did he say?
negative bomb.
Well, I don't like the main story of it basically, but I love the
Okay,
filler
yeah.
episodes.
No, it's a bit naff.
Yeah,
I would
it is.
say.
Anyway, yeah. Right. I've seen all of the anime, and I've seen 6 episodes of the live action.
And I did.
I watched
the anime.
the whole live action series today for some fucking reason.
So you've done everything.
I've
Apart
done
from the
everything
film.
apart from
You're
the
going
film.
to be a fountain of knowledge.
And then I've done the whole anime and 4 episodes of the live action. I went ham on it.
Cool.
Right, okay.
So let's get reactions to the anime first, I guess. What did people think of what they've seen?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I can see
okay.
where the love came from. I think it definitely is probably one of the better of the 90s animes that I've seen, and which is a very small amount, to be fair. As we discussed in our episode where I did my first anime.
Out of
So I've
2 of
already
the
watched a few.
animes, it was my favourite anime. My second was some shitty.
What was that one called? Like the Devil Wears Prada?
No, the devil is a part-timer.
That's the one, yeah. At Prada.
At Friday, yeah. Not McDonald's.
Ronald.
Fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah, fuck it up. Listen to earlier podcast episodes. I can't remember which one it is.
I think the thing that was quite nice, actually, talking about that anime episode, is that we came away from it saying we wanted to watch some more. And Cowboy Bebop was one of the ones we discussed we wanted to watch, but it was a bit of a pain in the ass to find.
It was
wasn't
episode 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it was only one season.
I think, what was it, Channel 4
Yeah,
we found
we-
it on originally?
That's right,
It
yeah.
was
Originally, yeah. But now it's on Netflix.
Yeah, and I watched one episode and then went, this has adverts. I didn't touch another one.
Which is fair
I think
enough,
that's
yeah.
what I would do, yeah.
I did like 2 or 3 and was like, ugh.
It stops being a 20-minute episode, it becomes like an hour. It's just because you got to watch through all the fucking Channel 4 ads.
Oh, yeah. Awful.
Yeah, Matt, what was your thoughts?
Yeah.
I think Sam was trying to get you to say.
Yeah.
It was okay. I thought there's a bit about a syndicate, which I thought was really fucking boring.
Yeah.
In the anime,
I got
it's really
serious
fucking boring.
hand vibes from Daredevil.
Oh, right, yeah.
I don't know
see
what
where
it is.
you're coming
Yeah.
It's, yeah. So you're on the anime kind of meh.
Oh,
Which
I
you were
liked
going to
it.
be anyway, weren't you? You? I think you weren't massive on watching the anime originally. So I was actually quite surprised you said you chained it.
Don't get me wrong. I did enjoy it. I thought it was really good, and like I like the characters, and they're great. I like more of the characters than you guys do. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
we'll get to that. But no, I did really enjoy it. I thought like it's good. It's a lot of fun, and like the visuals are great for a 1998
Yeah.
TV show. I think like
Yeah.
it's really ahead of its time. Obviously, why they've done a live action version in 2021 because it's still up to date. Really, it's funny because like they have a shot of like a gravestone in one of the episodes, and the person was born in 2021.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I clocked that as well. Yeah, because this is all set in 2071.
That's it. Yeah.
The live action updates it, so it's 2171.
Okay, right.
So when the Gen Z are
Yes, they do reference a
in
few
their-
things.
When the Gen Zers are older, that'll be them sat around the table chatting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
What were
Ganymede.
your initial thoughts on the anime, Sam?
So... so that sigh was like really telling, wasn't it?
So I watched it in the corner of my eye on my phone.
It was working.
I didn't think much of it.
I wanted to love this. Like, I really wanted to love this show. But I can see... Like, it's good. It's a good anime. And
I can already tell you that I am going to agree with pretty much everything you say, by the way.
Are you?
I think you've...
What a surprise!
I've never
that is.
heard Addison agree with Sam before.
One thing I think we might disagree on, actually, is that I wish this kind of overarching story played a bit more throughout the whole series, because for me it felt a bit like Bounty Hunt of the Week, kind of, all the episodes did, if you know what I mean.
It's kind of that filler. Again, it's the problem with being that sort of show, an anime in 1998. I think it's kind of like there's always going to be something of the week, isn't there? Because that's just how shows work.
Plus
I
28
do agree
episodes
with
is
you
short
as-
in comparison. like Pokemon, for instance, was 81 episodes. If you look through like the old catalogue of like Spider-Man,
Yeah, but
X-Men.
it's fucking Pokemon.
No. But I'm just saying, if you look through like the old catalogues of those, they're like DuckTales, for instance, is 80 episodes. Rescue Rangers, 80 episodes. They're all like massive amounts, whereas this is only 28 episodes. So it's not as bad.
This isn't the kids show.
I love your I love your pick of like animated shows there.
What was Rescue Rangers?
It's like Chip and Dale.
It sounds like a kids show. Fucking hell.
Been like
but no.
Cliff with the big red dog. Like,
Fucking loads of them, hundreds.
SpongeBob had 500 episodes in a season. Clancy Brown was there for it all.
Clancy Brown, what a guy. Yeah, I think like you know what you guys said is right. Like it's the kind of that era of like TV show. It's
You can't
kind of thing.
You can't judge it for it, I suppose. It's
No, but it was definitely something I was like these are cool stories, but meh.
It's definitely doing it on purpose. But I do agree that overarching story to make it more interesting needed to be more than 4 fucking episodes or whatever it was.
Yeah. Because it kind of first
definitely,
gets introduced into episode 5, doesn't it? I think is when it really kind of like introduces like Vicious. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is cool. And then like a couple of episodes later, nothing.
Yeah.
I haven't seen how it ends, so so far I'm kind of into it.
We'll try and avoid spoilers as much as possible. So I'm definitely kind of with you, Sam, and I kind of fall in line with all of you. Like, I really struggle to say that I enjoyed it, but I liked the visuals. The soundtrack is amazing.
Yeah.
I like most of the main characters.
Yeah.
Fuck, we'll talk about it now. I hated Ed. Fuck me.
I had no issues.
character
I had no
just do
issues with
one.
it. I don't get it.
I think.
So irritating. Like, what is the need?
Yeah, I don't
Just
really
like
get
shut the fuck up.
Are you
for
being
like 5
sarcastic,
minutes.
Mark, or did you?
No, genuinely, I
not.
didn't think she was that bad. Like,
No, I thought she was alright as well. I thought, funny.
there was a few there's a
background
few episodes where I
character,
sat
yeah.
and went, I fully understand what Atom means. It's irritating.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Oh,
say
I've got a
it's
sound
irritating
clip.
enough that I'm like, ugh.
It's
No,
a very
fuck
brief sound clip, but here you go.
Medical Edward, come out! It's the police!
It's all you need.
hurts
It's all you
to hear.
need.
It's
It's
that, like
just
that. I don't know what it is. Like a raspiness.
it's grating.
Yeah, it's like it's like oh no, fuck off.
Like Ellie Goulding.
But there,
she's the Ellie Goulding on fucking Cowboy Bebop.
The slander on Ellie Goulding.
oh, dear. But yeah, she's just always that energetic, that high pitched, and it's just like I don't think she adds much to the show.
I don't know.
annoyed me.
I think it's like
From like the first episode, she annoyed me.
I liked the
Yeah,
the
it's a
mushrooms
bit of comedic relief.
episode.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
was it?
yeah.
That was an amusing plot, but again, she annoyed me.
One thing I did really like about the anime is how it like how many genres it would like hit and cross over. It'd be like
Yeah.
a western, then like a noir,
Yeah.
Yeah.
then like sci-fi
Love a noir.
horror, film noir,
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It was just like awesome that it had that variety to it, and I think all the kind of film noir episodes were the ones which really hooked me. Those were the ones where I was like, "Oh, this is fucking sick! Like this is this is a pretty cool show."
Yeah.
And it was a bit melodramatic, but I kind of
Yeah, that's
Liked
what
it.
I thought. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I liked it for that.
yeah,
It was very overdramatic in places, wasn't it? It was, a little over the top. Especially the syndicate bits. Oh, yeah. Was not a fan.
Yeah.
Literally, I
I would
think.
say that the Syndicate isn't even in that much of the anime.
No, it's not. No.
definitely more features.
That's what's really surprising.
Yeah.
It's kind of like almost played over. But yeah, it's
It
important
is, yeah.
plot.
I think that's why I didn't really get connected with that at all. I was like, oh, well, yeah, they're kind of
You
there,
do feel
but
like
not
you've
really.
kind of missed an episode. You go, wait a second, have I missed
Yeah.
something?
And I really don't. And
Yeah.
Vicious, like the main villain, I guess. I think it's really boring.
Yeah, really,
care.
really
No,
boring.
it is. It
Yeah.
is such a. here's such a we need an anime villain. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah. Generic anime
He is
guy.
just anime.
Yeah.
White
With
hair,
like the hair,
Sephiroth.
yeah.
White hair, yeah. Really pointy and carries a samurai sword.
Carries
yeah,
a
that
samurai
sounds about
sword, yeah.
we ticked all the boxes.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, nailed it, guys. No, I do totally agree with you there.
Yeah.
Shall we move on to the live action?
Yeah,
sort of
well,
thoughts?
moving on from that, Vicious in the live action is also shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Questionably
I'm not
more
keen on the
than-
actor. It's just not right at all.
Doesn't. Yeah, I'm exactly
Doesn't do
the
it
same.
for me. Yeah.
I've seen 2 episodes. I'm like, no.
I think he's
his face-
shit. I don't think he
his
can
face
act, to be
doesn't
honest.
fit.
Yeah.
I, for a brief second, thought
No,
it was
don't
Draco
worry,
Malfoy's
Sam. He
dad.
doesn't get any better.
Oh,
He doesn't get any better. Okay. Fucking
So that
hell.
was
No.
consistent.
Yeah.
I thought he was a shit cosplay of like a Targaryen.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? Yeah.
That's already, yeah, that's a good way to describe it, actually.
He doesn't look like he should have blonde hair.
Yeah.
No.
Do you know what? I was driving me batty who it was. He's translucent from The Boys.
Oh, is he?
Oh, is that how? Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, he's much better than that, but
'Cause I
maybe
knew
that's
I
because he's
knew it.
invisible.
Yeah.
That's like, wait, there was an actor.
He needed someone for that. Oh, fuck, yeah. Yeah, I was not keen on him at all.
Episodes, like, I was a bit confused with the first episode. Obviously, it's the same as the first episode from the anime.
Yeah.
Like, how are they going to carry these
Pretty
26
much,
episodes into 10? Obviously, I know you can get rid of a lot of filler, but how's that going to work?
They can't. I imagine they're probably not
Yeah,
going to cover
they've
it all. Are they?
definitely. So, yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
For one, but they've definitely tried to make a bit of a more cohesive plot and
Yeah, they
thread
sort
that
of-
runs
Yeah.
through it.
They keep some things, but they sort of change some other bits as well to make it work better. I think, and it does. It does kind
It's
of
a bit of a
work.
weird one because it's some of the stuff they change is bizarre, and some of the
Yeah.
stuff they keep is bizarre as well.
Okay.
I'm glad Ain's back in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The corgi.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Corgi.
What do you guys think of like
Best
the
of-
cast so far?
I think everyone apart from Vicious is all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main trio I think is pretty spot on.
Yeah, it's pretty
Same,
good.
yeah.
I think Faye's fairly different, but not in a bad way. I would say.
Yeah, I think they made her different
She
enough
probably
that
needed to
she's
change.
not, she's not
Yeah.
just popping out
Yeah.
everywhere as well. Like,
Yeah.
because that was a bit much sometimes, wasn't it, in the anime?
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
a bit,
it was,
yeah, there was some
yeah.
very promiscuous shots. So I was like, okay, yeah, we're in anime. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could her clothes get any
That's my exact
shorter?
thought. I was
Yeah.
like, here we go again. 'Cause that was the criticism I made before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit much.
it is
Yeah.
a problem.
Again, a product of its time. Yeah.
One thing we haven't talked about is well, we kind of mentioned the soundtrack, but the fucking opening credits generally might be my
So
favorite
good.
thing of this whole
So good.
the anime and the
I
like,
like
Holding a pair of scissors
yeah, right.
ambitious.
with his fucking sword.
I like the end credits one as well.
Oh yeah.
Well, tough shit. I haven't got the end credits.
Sake, man. But
Should we hear the?
can
Should we hear?
I
Yeah.
just want to hear
Yeah,
it.
cue the music.
This is a cut down version.
So, is this the anime or the live action version?
Fuck off.
So good, man. This always gets me hyped as well. I'm like,
It's
oh
like
yeah,
one-
Cowboy
it's definitely
Bebop!
one
And then
I'm
the
not-
episode comes like, yeah, it's alright.
I've not skipped one yet.
You playing the whole thing?
No, it's a cut down version.
You've got the
Because
little,
there's it's like different bits of it. You got to have it all in.
oh yeah, this part. Oh, so fucking good! But you want to listen to jazz.
Yeah. Oh, that's one good thing about the live action one. There's some fucking awesome jazz music in it. So
Yeah.
fucking good.
Because
Yeah.
Netflix the whole way through that was like, skip intro. I was like, I'm fucking not skipping.
Fuck
I
you.
know. I was
Yeah.
like, stop it! It's the best part of this fucking series.
Yeah.
If honestly,
What, the anime, it made you skip it, didn't it? It just skipped past it sometimes, I think.
yeah, you had to,
Yeah.
like,
They had the odd
It's like,
episode where it
fuck
did
you,
it.
going back. Yeah.
honestly, if the anime was like 26 episodes, 20 minutes each of that
Just
song.
that song.
This is my favorite anime ever.
It's good.
This is the best show I've ever fucking seen.
The song is called Tank.
Yeah,
I can't remember who's
Oh,
by,
I know.
but
Oh, I know.
yeah. I bet you do. I bet it's on your fucking Spotify.
I feel like
playlist.
we're just triggering the fuck out of some anime lovers right now. They're just going,
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
hate all of these
one
Tepid
of the-
takers. Fuck them all.
One of the
Yeah.
most renowned
Give,
animes in my life.
give us the hate. It's all right.
I think that it's the story in the anime that doesn't carry it enough. You're dead right.
Yeah.
It is it is very good.
I would say
This
with
is
the
why
live...
I'm interested to see the film, just because I feel like it's going to have a bit more character depth and a bit more of a plot.
So when do you say this is set,
Yeah.
the film?
The film is set between like episodes 22 and 23.
Okay.
But
Is that like I haven't seen those? Is that does that make sense? Is there like enough
Yes.
of a gap?
It's like 2 hours long as well.
Yeah, it is 2 hours long. I understand why they put it there. Yes,
Okay, right. Okay, cool.
Okay. All right. I can't remember
because I
where.
knew that going into the episodes, and I was like, well, why the fuck have they stuck it there? But
I just assumed it like went to another episode. I don't think I thought anything about it.
Yeah, I think you and I did the same thing where we watched so many back to back.
You don't-
You kind of
Yeah.
so
consciously didn't think
the
about it.
film was
Yeah.
the film was released like 2 years after the series ended.
Oh right. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like an after, not an afterthought, but
Is it like Serenity to Firefly?
yeah, I guess so, but slotted in and as opposed to at the end.
I can see why. I can see a lot of TV shows have obviously picked up things from Cowboy Bebop. I think Firefly again. Firefly.
Absolutely, yeah.
Firefly's taken a
Yeah.
lot from it, and
Oh, definitely.
have any of you seen Archer? The intro to that is very much like the Cowboy Bebop intro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a
No
little
way.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And didn't the series finish in 2002?
Did it?
I don't
It's a
fucking know.
long season.
You're the one that knows
Mr.
all the
Mr.
fucking...
Dates.
fucking no.
Right,
Actually,
sorry,
it's
there was one
2006.
series that I know started in 1998. Apologies for
Triggered.
thinking it also probably ended in like 99 or 98. Fuck me, right?
Oh. Triggered him, Mark. Triggered him.
No, I have no idea when the series ended.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean...
Sorry, Sam. I kind of wish I'd seen the live action without seeing the anime, because I think that would help the live action in my mind. Because I feel like
Okay.
because it's so
Maybe.
similar to the anime, you kind of like go, oh, well, they kind of did that better in the anime. Oh, okay, they kind of did that better in the
Yeah,
live
I
action.
think-
You just compare them.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely think watching them back to back was not the way to do it.
No.
You need a big gap between them.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I can see why hardcore fans of the anime are going to hate this with a passion.
yeah.
Really?
'Cause it just doesn't match it at all.
I get
but-
why.
Yeah.
What kind of gap would you say then?
For me,
Like 23 years?
why are you like this? This person.
I'm just getting you back.
For what?
For fucking OLED? No, OLED.
For
I
my
said it right.
mispronunciations.
Lay, whatever it was.
Not my fault. You can't fucking read.
Yeah, no, I can see why this has a fan base that it does, because it's
Yeah, it's very iconic.
it's a cool anime
Yeah.
and iconic.
It
yeah.
is, yeah.
And
And
this style is amazing. It's brilliant. Yeah, really well done.
I feel like I'll look back on it with more nostalgia than actually watching the series itself. Produces. That's a really weird way of explaining it, but like
Yeah.
when I finished it, I was like,
I
that
also
was
think-
cool. But I wouldn't watch it again.
Yeah. I think this is the downcast of the podcast sometimes, because when you're kind of forced to watch something, it feels a bit more like a chore.
Yeah.
If I could have spread this out a bit more, I may have enjoyed it a little bit more.
Yeah, you say that though. I'm gonna continue to watch the live action one after this podcast because I am invested, and I think it's good.
Yeah, I think the live action one is totally serviceable.
Yeah.
I don't think it deserves the hate it is kind of it has been slammed a little bit.
Yeah,
I think it's getting good reviews as well, though, isn't it? I don't think it's all bad.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a Marmite situation. Like
Yeah.
people either love it or hate it.
Thing is, you have to compare it, don't you? That's the thing. Like even the directors, I think,
Oh
have
yeah,
been comparing
absolutely.
them,
They want you to. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
which doesn't
there
feel
were-
fair. Like they are different. Although they're the same story, they are different entities, aren't they? I think
Yeah.
one's the anime, one's live action.
Totally.
Yeah, and although I've only seen 2 episodes, I think for me so far, like, 'cause translating anime to live action, that's fucking really hard. Like, there's been rare
Absolutely.
success with that.
Yeah, I will say that's a good thing about the live action is the cinematography is spot on. It's so fucking
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah,
It kind of
it does look good.
captures that, like,
It's really,
the
really-
coolness of the show.
yeah.
And
It's
the kind of
It's kind of not like any other show, really, in terms of anime, because they can be so creative with it. They don't have to like adhere to like normal shots. Really, they can go a bit wild with it. It actually looks really, really great.
Yeah, like the opening scene. That kind of like was it like a casino gambling place?
Yeah.
Just like the shootouts and that. I was like, this is a fucking cool show. Like, it's just shot so like stylistically. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I think it's a good adaptation from what I've seen so far. Not maybe not of the narrative, but just from like taking anime and taking it to live action. I think it's probably one of the better ones I've seen. I know a lot of people like that. Alita, Battle Angel, apparently is quite well renowned for that.
Oh, right.
But, yeah,
I'm going to say something totally controversial and say I didn't mind Ghost of the Machine.
Okay, yeah, with Scarlett Johansson.
Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, yeah, what did I say?
Ghost in the Machine.
It's the fact that Matt went, oh yeah, and I was like, I don't
Basically
know,
the same thing.
I knew what you were talking about. I even said
Yeah,
Scarlett
but I think the
Johansson,
problem
so it's
with
definitely
Ghost
the
in
one.
the Shell wasn't it that the actress choice was the problem, wasn't it?
I mean, the whitewashing in that wasn't great, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Cheers, Hollywood.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I can't believe they didn't get Scarlett Johansson to play Spike. It's just,
I know, right? Yeah.
she's perfect for it.
Cost too much.
I will say though, watching this anime, it did make me think like I do want to watch a couple of more animes. Like Attack on Titan keeps getting advertised to me probably because I'm watching
Yeah,
this.
that is definitely one that I've always kind of gone, oh, I'd quite like to watch that, and then I go, no.
It's the big giant meat bags that put me off. You know, the people who
That's what I
like
like about it. I think they look so creepy.
I don't have any
There's quite a
skin.
lot
looks
of
interesting.
episodes, wasn't there? It's like 4 seasons in now.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
it still going?
I think
as
the
well?
final season.
I'm not sure.
Is either just I don't know. I just keep seeing the final season advertised at me.
Yeah.
So whether that means it's coming out or has just finished, I don't know.
Yeah, because that Funimation that I used to watch the anime I watched before, I had a lot on there. I think Attack on Titan was one of them.
I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah. I think it is, isn't it? It's a art form that we don't really watch often.
No.
We've all discussed it at
it's just
length.
we
don't, like, we've kind of avoided stuff, haven't we?
Yeah.
Not by choice, just it's never really come across our tables.
No, yeah.
No, when I would have been at the age to get into it, I definitely wouldn't have known where to watch it or anything like that.
That's the problem. It's not
No
very
one I
accessible here. You've kind of got to
Yeah.
you've got to subscribe to websites like Funimation and Crunchyroll just to get
Yeah,
just to
that's
Yeah,
get
exactly.
Crunchyroll.
yeah.
I know
yeah.
Netflix are
sounds so
getting a
nice.
bit better, aren't
Yeah.
they? There is more on Netflix, it
Yeah.
seems, recently. And I wonder
getting
if
there.
Cowboy Bebop, the live action, becomes popular enough in terms of viewers that they start putting more on. I think it might.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It is in the top 10 of Netflix series at the moment.
Yeah,
so.
they've timed it really well with their
Yeah.
live action release, haven't they? Yeah, and another thing with anime is like I love the animation style of anime, but I think Matt and I were saying when we went to Comic-Con, and there were so many cosplayers where we were like,
Who the fuck's
I'm
that?
sure that's an anime. That's definitely sort of an anime.
Yeah.
But
He's got a samurai sword, white hair, and is spiky.
That
He's an anime.
that describes
Yeah.
about 50% of the people who were there. Yeah.
yeah,
And the ones that look like they're from anime are probably the good guys.
Yeah.
But we were like, I think we were saying like, fucking hell, there's so many animes now.
Yeah.
Like, what do you dive into other than like Cowboy Bebop? I just knew that. Yeah, it was a popular one.
One season, that's easy to watch. Yeah.
yeah,
think
that's it.
I think I like the idea of the film ones. Like I love Akira, which I have still only seen once, but that is a great film.
I need to see that. That's on my list on Netflix actually.
Yeah, that is on
Wanna-
my watch list. I'll be watching very soon, hopefully.
Who's the
I
guy?
take it as their mini topic.
Yeah,
What's it? Howl's Moving Castle. Is that a
that's a
thing?
good one.
That's
yeah,
I believe
that's
it's
a-
a
Studio
so
Ghibli,
that's
isn't it?
Studio Ghibli, isn't it?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a lot.
right,
yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot of the
Studio
Ghiblis
Ghibli,
have
yeah.
gone on Netflix recently, so
So I need to watch that one. I think.
Yeah, they
Spirited Away is
came
great.
on
Spirit Away is
about a
phenomenal.
year ago. I think me personally, that is probably the extent of anime that I've seen is Studio Ghibli and Akira, and now Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, we see some of the best at least, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's all downhill hill from here.
because there's a few out there. I think like Sailor Moon's a massive one, but I've never personally been intrigued
No
by
interest. Yeah.
Just the name sounds really weird to me. I don't know why.
Some shit.
It's one of the ones I think it's quite iconic, isn't it? It's like almost around the time that Hello Kitty became massive. It was like Sailor Moon stuff was everywhere as well.
Do you guys ever watch Card Captors? No,
Yes!
that's a fucking anime.
What
a fucking anime.
I think it's called Yu-Gi-Oh.
Right, we're gonna
I was busy watching Digimon. Leave it out.
Oh, fucking. See, these like the animes, like,
Holy fuck.
that's so big, like. In
Are
the
you
West.
ready? Are you ready?
Do you know what? I just never watched any of them when I was growing up. I didn't even watch
Fucking advert.
Jesus.
Fuck
We'll
me.
cut that.
Oh, what a great theme.
Oh, was that not it?
No, it's not it. No.
It's this Card Captain. I've got the
At some
visuals.
point in life.
There's like a little ring of light and something's coming out of it.
Today on Card Captors.
What the fuck is this? This isn't Card Captors.
That's what the Card Captors.
What the fuck is this? No,
I
that's
love
wrong.
it.
This is a
Soundbite
shit
out.
show. This is what this
Here we
is.
go.
Thunder, power, sleep, card captors up the clouds, let the unexpected now.
The secrets of the cloud were all
Oh, here we go.
mystery. But when
Wait for the chorus, guys.
this book was open, the powers were set free.
I fucking love Card Captors.
Pokemon. That's fucking Pokemon.
Pokemon!
A quest for all time.
Oh, so fucking good.
This was definitely trying to be the Pokemon theme song.
Yeah, basically.
Sorry, you can stop it now, Matt.
Oh god. There we go.
How was the longest
Podcast
sound
just
clip?
fades out into our outro.
The longest sound clip wasn't even related to something at all. Card Captor.
So, wasn't really a
That one was
soundbite,
so
it was
long.
Talking of the animes as well, obviously Disney Plus recently put out that they're going to be releasing a lot of the old cartoons, aren't they?
Like,
Oh, yeah,
X-Men 97 was one that they listed.
Yeah.
And I know they've got the whole series of X-Men currently on Disney Plus, so I think that might be.
I know
the
they've
next thing
got
I
them.
see
They're
on
hiding them in that fucking vault of theirs.
Yeah. Fucking Disney Vault. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another great intro. Fucking X-Men.
Matt, get out.
No.
And the Spider-Man one.
I always like the
Oh, I
Spider-Man
love
one.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
It's like the Spider-Man. I don't know what the fuck it says. Something about Spider-Man.
They're all just pointing at each other.
Dear God.
Oh,
I feel like I lost the plot a little bit.
people wouldn't listen to us if they didn't.
Yeah, see, I
see
think it's
this.
interesting though that obviously they've captured this like 90s nostalgia, and Disney are doing the same thing. I wonder how many more things are going to come through that are kind of peak 90s that we grew up with.
That'd be cool.
It'll be Beyblade next.
They're going to reach a limit at some point, aren't they?
Blade. Yes.
Blade. Can't think of the intro for that one.
They had a show. I can't believe
Remember
I
you
had a
used to
show.
say "let it rip" when you fucking like spun your Beyblade. What a stupid fucking line!
That's literally the line you say when you fucking let a fart go, yeah.
Let it rip. Anyway, is there more to talk about?
No, I think that's
Can't, can't finish on that.
I'll tell you what we can finish on. Everyone's silent.
Let her rip.
For fuck's sake.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, is that from Dexter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you
Surprise,
playing?
motherfucker.
Some fries, motherfucker.
Oh,
Sunrise,
Raz,
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
Sunrise, motherfucker.
There we go.
What do they say at the end of Cowboy Bebop? See ya,
See ya, Space Cowboy.
See you later, cowboy. Oh, well.
Let's do it all at once, ready?
I was going to say the one on the last episode, but I
Alright.
won't say that because Sam hasn't seen it.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Right. Are we counting down? Are we doing this? Or?
Oh,
Yeah,
we're doing
someone
this.
can- yeah.
Lead us in, Anson.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
See
you,
you,
Space
Space
Cowboy.
Cowboy.
Anime sucks.
And that is it. We hope you enjoyed listening to our Tepid Take.
If you want to send us your Tepid takes, then email us at thetepidtake@outlook.com.
And give us a follow and a like on Instagram at The Tepid Take.
And we've been the fucking, what's it called again?
Fuck hell.
That's a good ending. I like it.
We're in the mud.
This is the worst ending we've ever had. This is a massive car crash of an ending.
It's so
All I'm saying is Adson's hosting.